Hey guys, welcome to this video. I am in Thailand again, so this is part 2 of Bangkok, but this time I'm all on my own for 3 days, so stay tuned. I landed in Bangkok early at 6 am. The drive from the airport to the hostel took about 2 hours due to the heavy traffic, and it were only like 25 kilometers. Unfortunately, I couldn't check in at the hostel before 2 p.m, so I had a few hours until then. First, I went to the Benjakitti Park, a green oasis in the middle of this bustling city. The gardens are carefully maintained by so many workers. It was the perfect place to relax for a bit. After the park, I headed to Terminal 21, a shopping mall with a super unique twist. Every floor is designed to look like a different city. At the lowest floor is the Caribbean, with beach vibes and exotic food. On the next floor is Rome, and they try to recreate the architecture style of Rome, and also with all the sculptures. It looked really nice, and I also liked the design of the toilet. The next floor was Paris, which I think was a bit boring compared to the others. Next up, Tokyo. There you can wander through the streets with these typical lanterns. After comes London. Also nice designs, but I didn't like that they had only men's fashion. In Istanbul you get the Turkish bazaar feeling. My favorite floor was probably San Francisco, and they had such a nice toilet. On the very top floor was the food court with many food options. At Pier 21 the food is the cheapest. For example, for this plate of cashew nut chicken with rice I paid like 90 cents. For dessert I had a chocolate bun, which was really good. After walking to the hostel and checking in, I chilled a bit before heading to Chinatown by a scooter taxi.
Cruise down the street with the windows down, Radio hums a song we used to know now. Neon's too bright, but your face is brighter. Got me hooked, yeah, this feeling's lighter. Took a wrong turn, but it felt so right. You laughed and said, let's just follow the night. Gas tank low, but we don't care. Were you here? Every second's rare. We're chasing stars in the concrete.
I just walked around and grabbed some dumplings and some fresh pineapple. If you want to see more of Chinatown, check out my previous video. Then suddenly this guy dressed in this giant armor showed up. It was pretty funny to watch. After this long day, I drove back to my stay. I hadn't slept for 38 hours, so needless to say I was exhausted and I had almost 39,000 steps. So good night from Bangkok. The next day I booked a tour to the train and floating market. First we drove to the railway station and there we hopped on the train to the market. The drive was pretty scenic. Then the train drove through the market and so many people were standing below. After arriving, we had time to walk around ourselves. Vendors have their stores set up just inches from the tracks, and when the train comes, they pull back the awnings and tuck everything away in seconds. And then the train came again. The market itself is packed with seafood, spices, fruits and dried insects, so the smell was a bit intense. I grabbed a fresh coconut to cool down from the heat. From there we drove to the pier, hopped on a boat and cruised through the beautiful canals surrounded by lush greenery. Finally, we arrived at the floating market. Floating markets are a big part of Thai culture and history. Before Bangkok had modern roads, canals were the main way of getting around, and these markets were crucial trade hubs. Now they are a colorful mix of tradition and tourism, but still an amazing experience. I wandered around, tried pad thai for lunch, always a safe choice, and just soaked in the vibrant atmosphere before heading back to the city. After a little break, I visited Samyan Mirtown Mall for its free rooftop view of Bangkok. There I enjoyed the sunset.
In the heart of the city, stories unfold. Smoke in the air, scent of ambition. Corner store checks fulfilling the mission. Bass beats thumping, soundtrack to our lives. Driving in the struggle, in the urban hive.
Later, I took the scooter taxi to Seoul Cowboy Street.
Touching the sky, echoes in the night, our legacy won't die. Concrete jungle, hear the city's war cry.
Seoul Cowboy is Bangkok's famous red light district. The street is lined with glowing neon signs, bars and women trying to lure in customers. this was it for this day. See you tomorrow. On my last day, I woke up early to catch the sunrise at Benjakitti Park. Seeing the city skyline reflected in the still water as the sun rose was breathtaking.
Reality haunts the living mind. If I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, where you going? It won't be as simple for you.
My next stop was Wat Pho, one of the most iconic temples in Bangkok and home to the famous reclining Buddha. Wat Pho goes back to the 16th century and is one of Bangkok's oldest and largest temples. The highlight is a massive 46-meter long reclining Buddha. The temple grounds are equally stunning, filled with colorful stupas, complex carvings and peaceful country yards.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha.
After visiting this beautiful temple, it was time for some lunch. Of course, I had a pad thai. Next, I took the scooter taxi to a rooftop water park. But honestly, it was a bit strange. Like, I was almost alone and creepy children's music was playing. The slides were fun though. Actually, it was forbidden to film with a GoPro, but I tried to hide it. Eventually they noticed it and I couldn't film anymore, sorry. I didn't spend too much time there because the vibe was really strange, as I said before. Then I enjoyed some delicious ice cream from McDonald's before heading back to the hostel. After a little break at the hostel, I wanted to take the SkyTrain to a shopping mall which is supposed to be beautifully designed. You really have some nice views from the SkyTrain.
Darling, you and I, and my heart beats cold, just let go. Did I lose my mind into Mercury eyes?
I love the design of the shopping mall, and you can also enjoy amazing views of the city.
Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is fueling the furnace.
It was already pretty late, so I walked back to my accommodation. On the way I saw some really cool pictures.
Darling,
By the way, this is the rooftop view of my hostel. Pretty nice actually. And with that, my 3-day adventure in Bangkok came to an end. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.